Illusion City, Toshi. I'm gonna go straight into the game. Okay? Let me find my notes. Look, it's squeaky music. We're back to MIDI. I can alternate between MIDI and FM. So yesterday we had a lot of progress. Because we got Homei and we leveled her from level 1 all the way up to 22. That was very good. We're leveling up her class skill, like it started at like 56 or something, it's up to 98 right now. Got a few item upgrades. And we did finish a boss off yesterday. We have 4 Daza statues. We have, let me zoom the timer. I have wind, wood, earth, and lightning. We are missing 8 more. We also have to find Lee. I'm very curious what happens with Lee, because I get the feeling this is supposed to be our final party. Like, they wouldn't have us level Homei all the way up to level 22 from level 1. If they didn't intend us to keep her. There's also like a big thing where she was like here from the start of the game. And then she was looking for her sister, and her sister died, and her sister's soul started inhabiting her instead. So they're both in there. And she shapeshifts. I don't think we're replacing her. Unless something happens to the other girl. Like Genren is it's fixed. No way he lives. Maybe there is a chance that Mei Hong dies and gets replaced by Lee? I would be a bit surprised. Mei Hong and Tianren have been staples in the party since the beginning, pretty sure. If I recall correctly. Yeah, they were. They were. I'm trying to remember the beginning of the game. It does start with Mei Hong coming to meet Tianren. And then they take Homei to see the Master. But the Master and Cash were like temporary fixtures. That much was kind of obvious. I think this is kind of permanent. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Lee. We might just like free him and he becomes like a relevant character but doesn't actually join the party. So we are fully rested. Got a few upgrades. We're doing good amounts of damage. But we have to go like 2 levels down and like the first level, we are one-shotting the enemies. Sometimes we're killing them before they attack us. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm a bit lost. Right, we do have to go up. There's a passage going up here. So the first level, we're killing the enemies before they damage us. The second level, they are like balanced for us. Third level, we barely looked at yesterday, but it looks like enemies that might be a bit of work. And I don't know if there are more levels beyond that we go to. I don't think we're gonna be finding a boss, because the segment had a desert statue very early. I don't think we're gonna get a second desert statue. That would feel like the game's starting to move weirdly too fast. It's not a problem, it's just unexpected if we get another boss fight right away. Because we haven't had another boss introduced either. That's the thing they always do with the bosses. Although the last boss didn't have the In Bed with a Lover segment that we loved. So these enemies are killing very quickly. Not turning 240! That was a critical, of course, but still. We're not turning her into a dog wolf because we want to increase her skill with claws. We're saving the dog wolf for boss fights. Can I already turn left? Yeah. I don't remember the way here. I'm pretty sure. Old coin. Is it here already? I think it actually isn't. I will try to avoid as many enemies as I can because we're kind of redoing this more than we had to because I had to go back to save. Because I have no idea what was after that third level. And then I didn't know if I was gonna have time for it, so I had to go back and save. Yeah, she's attacking twice before the enemy gets a chance to attack once. Her agility is off the charts. Even though we have equipped her with something that lowers her agility, it's negated by the other stuff she has equipped, so it's fine. Yeah, I was trying to avoid those. This is just one of the groups. It's very interesting that you can actually merge the groups together. Like, if you hit two groups together, one of the groups gets a reduced amount of enemies, and it's on the back layer. If it is an enemy that allows 2 layers, which these do. So right now, I think they might combine. No, they didn't. Okay. If they do combine, you get 3 enemies, like, you still lose one of them. And you only fight 2 at a time anyway. The only way that I've noticed that you can attack the enemies in the back is if one of your guys is confused, then they can attack anyone, including someone on the back. Everyone is at the same level, and that's another thing that I kept mentioning yesterday. Homemade was a level 1, while the others were level 17. And we caught up to the exact same level, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen on a simple leveling curve. Oh, this looks like 2 enemies combined. I only saw 1. So my theory is that they have a system specifically for catching up, where they give a bonus to people who are behind until they are on the same level, in addition to the curves being different. Which is good, like, it's fun to have everyone at the same level, instead of having someone in the party who happens to be a weakling. Don't want second-class citizens in your party. So this is what I call the first level. Going in here, we had a boss fight. We're gonna have a boss room music song here. There we go. But the boss is already dead. We take this to what I call the level 2, which has stronger enemies. We have to go left first. I don't think we heard this song with the MIDI because we were playing with FM yesterday. Just for variety. I think I might alternate streams like FM, MIDI. More variety here and see more of the content the game has. It missed. Get wrecked. So there's one song we hadn't heard it with MIDI. Here we go left again. So the enemies, like those flying guys with the lightning fists, they're only for that previous part. That's kind of a very reasonable amount of enemy variety, especially because they're not doing recolors. Like palette swaps. I don't know if the MSX had palettes, So maybe they don't do palette swaps because it doesn't save on resources. But they still just duplicate the sprites facing left and right, which is kind of lame. Because again, they don't have like sprite flipping in hardware. And since you're already taking double the memory space, you might as well. Well, technically you could do that in loading, right? You can store the data on the cartridge tape wherever. It's just one side, like facing left, and then on the loading procedure generate the other one. So you're not saving memory, but you're saving disk space. So I guess there is a reason to not have different sprites for left and right, I suppose. So I would still prefer if they had. I'm pretty sure I've saw people talking, like people who are developing games nowadays for something like the Master System, discussing ways to auto-generate flipped sprites. Just to either make the ROM smaller or not have to manage it manually. I mean, you could, if you don't care about the size of the ROM, you could have it as part of your build script. To just flip the sprites, to put the flipped versions in the ROM. That would make things easier if you like updating sprites, you don't have to update both. Like update one, sprite facing left, and then flip the new one manually. I'm just speculating, I don't actually have any idea how modern development for old consoles works. But I do have modern frameworks for that kind of stuff. And this is what I called level 3, there are different enemies here. This is what we haven't explored yesterday. We have conveyor belts. And these enemies, they do way more damage. I mean, way more, but it's still like 16-9, it's fine. I know they're fine. I think I had a lousy critical hit yesterday or something. No, they're fine, they're more than fine. I cannot go through the conveyor belts. And there are chests there. Huh. Can I go into the conveyor belt? I can. Can I move? Okay, it doesn't let me move too much, so I'm gonna try going left here. Then I'll try to go up, and then I'll... Yeah, there, okay. I wanted to get here. Assault rifle. Oh, we already bought one. Whoop-de fucking do. Assault rifle. Yay. There's a lot more slowed down here because of the conveyor belts. Luminous scatter shot. This was the thing that did damage. 25 is still fine. Although it's two of those, I might need to start healing. Well, that one missed. Nice damage. Another jewel. Rifle bullets, I guess. Okay, I can't head down there. Right, and with this I can't go back. I have to go right. I can't go up. I don't know if I want to go up. There, good. Shotgun shells. Not using them. Shot cannon. not using cannons. Okay, this is fine. I think we got all the chests around here. I have a bunch of enemies. Let me see if I can get them not grouped. Oh, this one did group. I have a new enemy as well. What is this? Earth Spider. Die, please. It didn't. It's going to do slashing wires. It missed. Alright, they're fine. They just look scary. And they do have a bunch of health, but it's like one enemy instead of two. I still need to like refresh my health. So I have mentioned before that the sound effects are all MIDI, and that was incorrect. The sound effects are all FM. So the game uses both MIDI and FM if you choose to use MIDI. Oh. Wait. There's something I'm missing about this. Wait, Homei levels faster. That's not a catch-up mechanic. Because Homei has surpassed everyone else now. She's level 24. I mean, it does line up with the whole, she's powerful, like... She's destined to be a golden child or whatever. New awoken powers, so maybe she does become the strongest. And now that starts to make me think that maybe she doesn't stick around the party forever. Maybe she gets to a point where she's like too strong and then the game decides to replace her. Maybe she dies dramatically. Just checking if I didn't miss any chests. Stabbed in the back. I do sometimes, yes. I mean, there is nothing shameful about being stabbed in the back. If you're stabbed in the front, that might be on you, like you saw it coming. You know, like that guy that asked, "Oh, what are you gonna do, stab me?" Just before he got stabbed. But if it's like from the back, like, but how could you possibly see it coming? Also, like, the whole concept of backstabbing is something that is like completely linked in my head with rogues in World of Warcraft. I did main a rogue for several years. I did so much backstabbing. Rogues do it from behind. Yep. When people are not misspelling it as Ruges, which is one of those things only native speakers do. It's funny, like the default animation is they put the gun back and then they open their arms and then the thing in the middle of the chest opens up. does that. All the animations are so exquisite. You were a paladin tank, even paladins couldn't tank. I did raid as a paladin tank. I did raid as a paladin tank for many years as well. I think I made a paladin tank for all of Cataclysm. Yeah, with progression rating. I remember doing the Madness of Deathwing fight. And that fight has a mechanic where like the tank can only take 2 or 3 spikes of damage before having to switch off. You have to let the debuffs drop. And the other tank had died. It had received the battle res, then died again. And they were like, okay, we probably have to wrap it up. We can keep practicing. And I remember that I was so in the zone with all the cooldowns that a paladin has, like... Even there is one that pulls you out of combat because it makes you immune, so like you have to use it and right click it to remove it, otherwise you can't grab the aggro back. And I remember that you're only supposed to be able to tank at most 3 hits. I used so many different cooldowns in that fight that I managed to tank like 11 or 12 hits. And eventually the battle res returned and the guy could get resed back the other tank. And people are like, why are we still doing this? The tank is gonna die on the next hit, and I kept surviving. I knew my class at the time. Retired toward the end of Wrath, played Kata years later. Yeah, I played World of Warcraft. I started on the closed beta. I played... Halfway into Burning Crusade, I had to drop for work and college reasons. I tried to play during Wrath of the Lich King for a while, but then my computer fried up on game for unrelated reasons, so I just kind of gave up. And then when it came to Cataclysm, I had friends that were actually interested in trying the game. So alright, we're gonna set a guild and it's gonna be only dwarves allowed. So everyone rolled a dwarf. It was a very fun time. In that I played all the way until Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, that one, it was shit. Then everyone decided to quit because the expansion was garbage. And that's when I quit playing. Good Pal is not invincible. Yeah! I was very good at my job as a tank. I switched to monks afterwards because if you're playing as a dwarf that does damage mitigation by drinking booze, like, that's very hard to top. It was a joke that you could solo anything, but it just take a few years, didn't have any DPS, just damage per eon. Yeah! I remember that whole Seal Judgment thing. Paladins were very bad for DPS for a good while. I didn't see that enemy. In the end, like I've mentioned before, during Legion I got literally every class to max level, and I did the artifact weapon campaign on every class as well. As far as raiding goes, I did raid as a paladin, as a monk, as a warlock. I think it was those 3. And when it came to raiding as... I need to turn on the transparency. When it came to Paladins, I only rated as tank, but as a monk I rated as tank, DPS, and healer. Like I'm not gonna be like false modesty here. Like I got pretty good at monks. I knew my class like the back of my hand. You're okay with it, never did any of that. Yeah, I was pretty serious about World of Warcraft, as I've mentioned before. Which is one of the reasons I stay away from MMOs. I get very serious about them, and then that consumes a lot of time. They sound very powerful, they can be, but everything they do is kind of non-standard. Like, damage mitigation with monks is like, for monk tanks, is based on staggering the damage. You take it, but because you're drunk, you turn all the damage you take into dots. Not all of it, I think it was like half the damage you take gets turned into a dot. So like it's... You're kind of numb to the pain because of how much you've been drinking, but you still take the damage eventually. And you can take this other drink to clear all the staggered damage. And managing that is part of it. It has very good like AoE taunting capabilities as well, but it requires some managing. And the Monk Healer has a system where it focuses on someone specifically with a mist, but then it can put healing over time on other players. It might be, it's probably different nowadays, but when I played it would put heal over time with other players, and they would get some extra healing as you focused on one person, so it was good for you to like focus on the tank while also doing spread healing, but it required paying attention a lot, which made it engaging. I thought it was fun. I tried to heal as a priest, and I think I tried to heal as a paladin. Monks were way more engaging, way more challenging, and therefore satisfying to heal with. Damage was alright for DPS because it was melee, and melee is always falls back. It's always at a disadvantage against ranged damage, just because of like general mechanics. There's a lot of enemies up here. I'm pretty sure I have to go all the way around up here. Oh, I need to do some healing actually. Oh, and monks had statues they could put down. I remember that. That was another mechanic that you could use for AoE tanking. The ox statue that the monk tank had, you could taunt the statue, which made the statue taunt everything around it towards you. It was either that or throwing barrels of booze around to taunt the enemies. Managing both was how you became a good tank as a monk. I mean, there were other things about it, of course. Some of the things I remember right now. But when raiding with strangers, I would often prefer to go as a healer, because I don't like to dictate the rhythm of the fight in the clearing with a group of strangers. So I would tank with my friends and heal with strangers. A healer just follows. Or DPS, but no one needed DPS, especially not melee. I would more easily find groups as a healer, as one usually does. Monk tanks also had a lot of mobility because they could roll around. Literally turn into a ball and roll for quick repositioning and even like dodging stuff. Part of me is always going to miss World of Warcraft. I don't play it because I know it's bad for my time. It was neat. It's a very long segment. I'm glad I left it for today. Like, if I tried to do this yesterday, it would have been a disaster. So long and too many enemies. Even more so for Star Wars Galaxies. I really, really wanted to play it back then, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it was one of those that I couldn't play because I didn't have a credit card. International credit card that I could use to subscribe to things outside of Brazil. Same reason I played Ultima Online on private shards. I don't know. I think for World of Warcraft there were like websites where you could buy time cards or some stuff. Or maybe by then I had an international credit card. But those days were different, like that was before all the rampant shittification that exists nowadays. It was before the in-game shop full of microtransactions. It was like a whimsical time full of wonder where people didn't know anything about World of Warcraft and everyone was just trying to learn and explore and just exist in the world. Kind of stuff is hard to recapture nowadays. I don't know what this is. I'm afraid of dropping down if I go there. I might be going to a boss fight. Probably not, but... That whole sense of wonder doesn't exist with video games anymore. At least not for me. I mean... It does exist, but only on very specific single-player experiences. I mean, it does exist in most story-driven... Like, I do have a sense of wonder with this game, in Emerald Dragon. Like, what's going to happen next? What are they going to do with the world? Where are we going? What is the party going to look like? But I really fail to see that being a thing in multiplayer games nowadays. Day one in-game guides, yeah, and if you want to stay current, you need to, like, you can't go spoiler-free into a raid. You're gonna get kicked out of the group. And data mining, like, people know what's gonna be in the game before it even gets released. And you have to stay current. Okay, this is the boss fight music. Are we doing a second Desert Statue in the same segment? This would be Yao Gang Fei? With another robot? Yeah, that's Yao Gang Fei right there, right? Are you Yao Gang Fei? That I just asked that. How dare you all kill my beloved Raiden? Yeah, the lady with the iron face. We getting two Desert Statues, really. Lee, where is Lee? My beloved Raiden. That was absolutely unforgivable. How dare y'all? Yes. Kurogane, Sumeraji, if you please, we have to kill Sumeraji. It is a subordinate of Yao Gang Fei. Tetsu asked us to kill Sumeraji because I think Sumeraji killed Tetsu's wife? Also, we're not facing her, we're facing these two instead. But it's still a boss fight because of the music, yes. No, we're fighting... The thing is so big it doesn't fit in the frame! Amazing. Dog Wolf. missed. I'm gonna save his mana for... Like, you could do magic, potentialize magic and start using damage spells, but I'm gonna save his mana for healing? You love it? Yeah, it's just... It gives a good sense of proportion and size. And look at those... Like... ape arms the thing has. And besides, his attack is pretty good. Oh, we can attack all three? I want to spread the attacks. Okay, that's Sumiraji. Can I not hit? Skurugane, can I not hit the guy in the back? Refills their energy. Oh, he goes in and throws little... But they all heal. Okay, that's such a cool little thing. The little bell is open, and then he goes in and they throw his capsules to refuel. That's so cool. This game is full of little things like this. Never stops. So I need to kill the healer first if I can. That's a lot of damage. Hey, can I hit the guy in the middle? I don't think I can. I keep missing. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, their attack powers are increasing. That's not good. I have to try it once more. Okay, I can't hit the guy in the middle, and that was a waste of time. Okay, that guy's already dead. I'm doing so much damage. Look at that healing. Deer catch. It's so cool, man. What a cool game. Holy shit. Of course, that AoE attack she does, the light slicer, it does cost her health, but it's more efficient to do that and heal her with Unran than attack with both. So it's fine. And that guy's dead. Don't leave me alone! Oh, she escapes! Maybe I wasn't doing damage to her, even with the AoE. Alright, and Homei is ahead in levels again. Oh, she took the mask out. Kurogane, Sumiraji. This is a new song, the drama. Kurogane, Sumiraji. Kurogane? Wait, is the thing malfunctioning and it's going to rip her in half? Is she an idiot? Sumiraji! Tetsu? Oh, the guy that wanted Sumiraji dead. Watch out! Get away! Holy shit, the guy's not joking. Kaboom. He was really angry. Kurogane, Sumeraji, Raiden. The drama. And there's the Daisy statue. Is that the Daisy statue? Yep. The power of steel. We have wind, wood, earth, lightning, and steel. Has been released, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8. It was kind of quick that we got 2 in this one segment. Apparently, Yao Gangfei doesn't have any powers herself. Oh! Makes sense. Was that Tetsu Homei? Yeah, alone in the cockpit, he was laughing. That man, well, he got his revenge. I approve. You morons! Return me my Kurogane! Bring me back my Sumeraji and my Raiden! She's insane, poor thing. My beloved friends. You should, if you sign up to be one of the bad guys, you shouldn't have friends. It doesn't work like that. Have you never read any works of fiction lately? Do you know what the hell those friends of yours have been doing? They were squashing people like bugs. They didn't do anything of the sort. They all were protecting me. More works of history, yeah. I don't think she is much of a reader. The man who was driving the vehicle that came crashing in just now said they murdered his girlfriend. He took revenge by sacrificing his own life, and yet you call them your... But... what? Ah! Crying. She's crying like Wario. I'm sure they treated you kindly, but they're still machines, right? Therefore, I'm certain it should be possible to create them again, but that people won't come back. Never again. Homei. Superb voice acting, everyone. Hey, what's your real name? Let's be friends. Arya. Look at the purple-haired anime chat. Okay then, Arya, tell me, where is Lee? Nantian Lee? I don't know. I just know that Mr. Mesmer told me. Mr. Lee was confined for defying Mo Tian Wang. Other than that, I don't know anything. Alright, she's useless, kill her. Beitian Mesmer? I guess we'll just have to start from scratch again. What should we do with this girl? I don't know. Find her a nice apartment, send her back to school or some shit. I vote for her rehabilitation. We'll entrust her to Doc. Agreed. Well, the guy who killed Cash by overdriving his shit. Dots. Does Homei not like the idea of entrusting her to Doc? You're welcome to use my Wadatsumi. What the fuck is a Wadatsumi? Wadatsumi? Not much, Sumi, what about you? Yeah, I know that doesn't work. In the back, I have my very own landing pad. Oh, does that unlock, like, travel to... Probably. Oh, it's this thing. I see, so this is Wadatsumi. It's one of the spinners. You think you can operate a spinner like this? I was in the middle of fine-tuning the generator. Yeah, I can handle that. I'm the main character. I'm sure this girl will get along great with Doc. That's not a horrifying thought at all. blocky shadows. New territories, Mesmer's residence. Did you guys see a little dance? So fancy, so aristocratic. Look at them being all aristocratic and shit. We've captured Liu Kei, Ji-chan's favorite. Okay. Good job, I guess. Were you able to obtain the unlocking code we discussed earlier? Look at this guy with his face. The sound effect of the guard taking off reminds me of the same sound Pucci made when he returned to his own planet in the same... Alright, maybe we were Pucci then. Welcome in, Jackito. House tricks. Yeah, that sound is very funny. No, sir. He appears to be a habitual drug user. Regular truth serums like sodium pentothal don't seem to work on him. I see. I'll be right back. Oh, that animation occurred. This isn't look good, is it, Liu Kei? Torture scene. Dots. He has the dots, you're not getting anything out of him. Listen up. I don't like doing things like this either. The unlocking code for the systems that Shitian Fei blocked. That's the only thing I want. Dots. I wonder if you could disclose the code just to me. Then I'll let you off the hook. Dots. This guy is beyond saving, he's all dots inside. Slap, slap. There is no way! Little slapping animation. Don't you feel any pain? I don't observe any withdrawal symptoms either. Are you using some very special type of drugs? Yeah, he's using super crack. Or perhaps you're able to withstand all this because you love it Faye that much. More dots. Topical, Sakura. Relevant to our World of Warcraft discussion. That's a 50 GKP minus. Dots. More dots. Use that one. Yes, sir, but... Don't concern yourself about him. Yes, sir. I guess even you haven't experienced drugs this potent. Where can I get some? Oh, that's pretty good. Can I have more? How are you feeling? Isn't there something you want to tell me? More drugs. Jankito, 20 string streak. What do you win? 20 strings of entertainment. No, hang on. Here, Jankito, just for you. Congratulations. You win a mother-in-law's tongue blowing on string. The unlocking code is 6892372. I need to write that down. A 9 2 3 7 2. That is a 6 and that is an A for sure. I'll take it. Yeah, you will, and you'll like it. Make arrangements immediately.
Yes, sir.
A woman called Mei Hong. What? Hong Lian. The Red Lotus. Oh, really? Good of you to tell me. This is an unexpected bonus. This is the best I can do for you. Take this. It's bound to have you rest in peace. Permanently. That's pretty brutal. New territories. Beitian Mesmer's private room. We go back to beds, everyone! Maybe it's... I was gonna say it because the previous one was a lady, but the second one was a lady. And we did have a bed with her, but we're back to gigantic beds that you get lost in. The bed is so big, the lady is sitting on the frame, can't even... her ass can't reach the mattress. You've arrived already. Nice kissing. I've obtained the unlocking code. Yeah, good bad talk. The systems could be operational soon. This girl is called Yue Ching Ming Wang Yama. I'm gonna just call her Yo Mama. Congratulations on your great success. Besides that, I have obtained some unexpected information. What? What unexpected information? Do you want to hear it? Yeah. If we use this to our advantage, I'm sure we can deal with that bastard. Which bastard? His existence is gradually becoming more and more of a nuisance to me. You mean to say he has served his purpose long enough? Right, but I have important matters to attend to. I can't make a move. You understand, right? So I want you personally to handle it. You, whom I trust the most. Well, it will be a simple matter if you use this new information. Kiss again. I'm sure you can handle it. Of course. I have expertly dealt with things so far, as you'll probably agree. I will agree with that. And what's the information you've learned? Yeah, I'll tell you. But before I do that... You're a spoiled little boy, Mesmer. This dialogue. Oh, Yama. Oh, fuck, we got dust. She got naked. Meanwhile, we don't have a bed. We got pixel ass, everyone. Did you see? It was very brief. Can't you sleep? Please try to sleep even if it seems impossible. The fight isn't over yet. You'll need a rest. Miss Mei Hong, how do you really feel about Mr. Tianren? What the hell is that all of a sudden? Answer me. Score. Is she jealous? What do you mean? What do I feel about him? Is that the reason you can't sleep? I can't understand the feelings my sister Xiao Mei has for Nan Tian Li. However, sometimes those feelings become very strong and overwhelming. It scares me. Ah, that's what's troubling you. I think you shouldn't take those feelings too seriously. Even though you've inherited your sister's consciousness, you're still Homei. But you'll know when you see him. You can then decide what to do. Nan Tian Li blushes. Tee. Come on, please go to sleep already. Say, Miss Mei Hong, Suppose I'd say that I like Tianren very much. What would you do? What the hell? Aha, you blushed. Busted. Tianren and I are like brother and sister. Don't tease grown-ups like that. Straight away, acting all defensive. You are avoiding the issue this way.
It's the right apartment, Michael.
So do I. I mean, look at this mess.
Good grief.
They had a cleanup crew for the correct apartment. Zofair, thank you so much for the 19-month sub, my friend. We appreciate all that support. It means a lot to be. Enjoy the ad reviewing and the emotes. Work lurk. Did you miss the pixel ass? We had a lady go fully naked on stream for 2 seconds, just full animation of her clothes being dropped. Full back nudity. Quickly go to sleep! Yes, ma'am. Dots. And those animations are so... Now I open the gate of sweet nectar. Anyone who has ears here, leave thine old beliefs. What the fuck is this? What was that? That voice? I wonder, could it be Lao Shi? Hey, Ho Mei. Ho Mei? Mei Hong, come, serve under me. You did good. That was a highlight. Who on earth is that? Anyone who has ears, hear. Leave thy old beliefs, thy true form is Hong Lian, the Red Lotus. Oh, is that the information he got? Now come. Oh, is she like a sleeper cell? That just got triggered? No! Ho Mei! Ho Mei! I have no fear in front of a large congregation. My heart rejoices. Tathagata has already acquired many powers and has transcended worldly desires. That's some... Lao Shi! Tianren! Holy crap. That animation of her just in brown panties squirming on the bed. Exquisite TOS violation. No! So my guess about Mei Hong being lost happened. Can she leave? Well, look. She was asleep in her bra and panties, which means her gear must be elsewhere. I want her gear, yes. She can't have it equipped. She wasn't sleeping in a full equipment suit devoured by a Metroid. Yeah. Yeah, we got some vor. We got some hentai vor on the game. Yeah. Miss Mei Hong? Tianren! Help me, Tianren! Mei Hong? Tianren! I was taken by Mesmer! Beijia Mesmer! Tianren! Mei Hong! Was it all a dream? Freddy, who's calling? It's Shu Lao Shi from an outside phone connection. Put him through. Oui, master. Tianren! Mei Hong has gone missing! Come immediately! Alright, I'll save the game first. You know it takes a long time for women to put on their makeup. Don't be a fool, come here quickly! Is it Beitian Mesmer? What the hell makes you say that? Got a lot of mileage out of that. I'll be there in a minute. Of that animation of putting the code on. Already here, okay. I thought we were gonna save. Tiran! Miss Mei Hong! Miss Mei Hong was... She says she heard Mei Hong's voice. Her voice begging for help. And I couldn't do anything about it. It must have been a binding spell. It was a mistake that I relied on a magic barrier wall being away. Did Mei Hong say anything that could be a clue? She cried out to help her. Oh right, and she said Baitian Mesmer's name. Mesmer, I heard his name too. The song doesn't fit with the situation. What do you think, Laoshi? I don't know, it might be a trap. But that's the only clue we have. Let's go to Ben Tian's place then. Alright. So we have this guy back. Does he have his equipment? I'm not gonna re-equip him. Yeah, he has the equipment back. Yeah, that's what you're gonna have here, old man. I'm not bothering with equipping you further. By the way, what is his level? 15! Old man, you're weak and frail. You have a very expensive staff. So I start by resting and saving, then I might have a discussion. I think we go back to the nightclub to talk to Iron. To see how we get to Mesmer's place. But first, rest and save. I'm not gonna... Good night! Call it a night and be quick about it. I'm not gonna check the shops. Might have an upgrade or two, but we can do that later. Once Mei Hong is back. Ooh, master. I want to save. We got another desert statue. Save is warranted. Good morning! You finally woke up? Alright. I'm gonna get a candy, and I just wanted to mention that, like, I've been getting my candies on these things, like it's a little thing that comes with a few, and I decided that I wanted to save money. So instead of using that one, it comes with like 50 units. I got a jumbo-sized candy box. It's more economical this way. It's also less noisy because it's not like a metal case thing. So you got small, you have tiny soda and big candy. But I'm a very economical person, so I managed to find it for cheaper by buying a 2-pack. So I literally bought 300 pieces of candy. Should last me a week. Well done. No, thank you. Everyone is gone. Okay, they're walking on its own. Welcome. Come on in. What is it this time? I might not be able to do much of this time. Mei Hong's gone missing. Oh my, I wonder if she finally decided to surrender you to me. Dots. I understand, so what do you want me to do? Tell me where Baitian Mesmer is. Mesmer? That will cost you big time. No problem. Baitian Mesmer, Lord Mesmer of the Northern Heavens, has entered Floating City in the New Territories.
Thank you.
Big Fatty Plus, my friend, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Welcome everyone from Big Fatty Plus's channel. I'm Copert, I stream most days of the week around this time. We are currently 21 hours into Illusion City Toshi, which is a JRPG for the MSX that was fan translated about 5 months ago. It's very fun, we're having good progress. I have to get 8 Daisy statues, we got 5. I like this game, I like it a lot. And on the other half of the week we're playing Emerald Dragon, which is another fan translated JRPG. But yeah, welcome in everyone. How are you doing? Oh, one of those kick-ass Sailor Moon games for the Famicom. For the Super Famicom. This is one of the beat-em-ups. Those games are actually kind of good. Welcome in, how was your stream, my friend? Welcome in, Observer Herb. How's everything? I'm writing down notes here, hang on. Floating City? New Territories. It's a JRPG. The story is silly. Good, it has to be silly. Is it fan translated? Are you machine translating as you go? How's that going? Sounds fun. Sounds like my kind of shit. Flamenco, the inner pass data for the New Territories. Oh, no. Flamenco is the guy on the counter who's gonna give us the pass. Fan translated, good. I approve. I'm playing 2 fan translated JRPGs on stream. This and Emerald Dragon. Very good translations, very functional. And I've also played like a couple of Megami Tensei games on stream that were fan translated. La Place Normal was fan translated. There was one other that I'm forgetting right now, I'm pretty sure. Well, I played that one people forgot that they were talking about fan translated games. I played. What's the name of that game from Kojima that came after? The other game I also forgot the name of. Police Knots. I played Police Knots that was also fan translated. The ID pass has been updated, okay. However, this pass itself cannot get you across to Floating City. Is there a different route somewhere? The Tai Long Bridge also runs super great Fusil trucks, but they are completely unmanned. Writing down notes. Snatcher. Police Knots came after Snatcher. The names were gonna come eventually. So that means it won't be like last time. How about jumping into one? There's a multi-level crossing with a regular road near the Tolo Harbor Terminal. Complicated. I think if you go up to that point with the spinner, you guys will be able to figure the rest out somehow, right? Okay, shall we go? By the way, did you close this joint? Well, a disco doesn't suit times like these, right? I hate it, that sort of escapism. Just like you, it took you a lot of time and effort to reach this insight item. Yeah. Well, shit, don't push yourself too much. Alright, we got character growth and she spins her little glass and takes a sip. But she could have turned off the lights though. I'm not in the mood for a party, let me just leave the lights running. I can't find the switch to turn that shit off. So I think it's because we have a spinner now. I can just go for the spinner itself. I think it was around here somewhere. Right, this guy talks about it, actually. Outer spinner sport. Alright. The lights, they're too bright. Yeah, maybe she can't see outside the lights anymore. That's why she lives there. The spinner is here, right? That's what we have to do. Just find our spinner and go, right? Right? Yeah, it's right here. Is it going? No, not yet. What about now? There we go. Alright, Big Fatty Plus, please post to encourage are important. Thank you once again for the raid. And if you don't come back, enjoy the lyric and the rest. Currently, travel is restricted to the following areas. New territories, Western Chinese Medical Labs area in Central District. Oh, we want to go to new territories, right? Affirmative, we're taking off. From there, we want to find the Tai Long Bridge. Scrolling on the MSX. It's horrendous. You shouldn't do it. Pew!
Thank you.
We got all the raids. Necgreen, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Really appreciate you bring your community over again. Sorry about yesterday. I'm Culprit. I stream most days of the week around these times that we're playing right now. And we're currently playing through 2 fantasy JRPGs. Right now it's Illusion City for the MSX. Cyberpunk meets Chinese myth. It's very good. And you're still on Doom? With a casual Doom weekend. Nice doing your mods over there. Necroing does good Doom mod exploration. Anyone who's interested in that should follow them. Welcome in, my friend. How was your stream? How was Strix? Tell me all about it. Lift. Right, but the lift is not gonna work. Our pass doesn't work for the lift, right? It does? Or do we, like, from here we jump down somewhere? No, this is the bottom side? Okay, lady, I need information. This place was very lively when the floating city was first constructed, but now it's a ghost town, as you can see. I want to find a safe spot around here. Big truck, another big truck. I seem to be dropping a few frames, I just now realized. I think it just started to drop. I was doing so well. And it's stabilizing? No, not yet. Nothing I can do about it. I'm already at a low bit rate. My connection is just that garbage nowadays. This is the bridge. I don't want to go here. I want to save first. Little bikes. All Fuso trucks here are unmanned. A few manned ones remained until recently. Can my frames stabilize? I think they did. Alright, sorry. You guys probably... Wait. We didn't resist. It's not easy to do with that Tetsu guy did. Right, the guy that killed himself to get revenge. That was pretty ballsy. Right, I'm sorry for the dropped frames. Hopefully the stream didn't drop for you guys. Let me check if it dropped for me. No. Probably just had a lowered frame rate. Are you jumping off the Tai Lung bridge? How do you know? That's freaking amazing. Catch you later if you're among the living. Still here. Alright. Alright, it's fine then. But my connection did hiccup a bunch. The thing is, like, it's not my connection. It's the link from my town going out is getting overloaded at this time of the night. So I could, like, upgrade to fiber, it wouldn't matter. My connection is pristinely stable. She got stuck in the elevator. Alright, I just need to find like the hotel around here. Or just a safe thing. Wait, is this really? Are we jumping off from here? No, I'm not ready. Okay, so this. Let's get our equipment fully prepared. How much money do I have? I have a lot. I could look into equipment. If we run into a shop while we look for a hotel, fine. That does mean I have to go down there and see what was down there on the bridge going south. Because I thought that was the bridge we're gonna jump off of. It wasn't. You jump off the top bridge, not the bottom, which of course makes more sense. Sorry, went to grab something to eat. No, that's fine. Thank you once again for the raid, my friend. How was your stream? If you have the energy to talk about it. I wish I could grab something to eat, but I've been eating more than I should as it is. What is this? Oh! Interesting. It's a whole squeaky music area. So we are using high caliber and rifle bullets. How are we on those? Rifle we have 1900. Large caliber we have 1900. We don't have to replenish ammo. Was good. We're playing the companion again, but with some Star Resurrection. Played Doom Resurrection as a marathon security officer. Fascinating. I had to get back to my Doom playthrough that I was doing. I was having fun with that. Not even talking about mods, just regular old Doom. I was revisiting, as I should have done a long time ago, but I haven't had the time lately to do anything. As usual, kids, if you have time to do things, do things. Time runs out eventually. Is there anything? This place is weird. I thought we were gonna have a few shops down here and that was it. But this guy's not a shop, right? It is! Oh, this is the pharmacy. Right, I'm not getting a better staff for the guy. Like, he didn't even use this one. So I want the regular salesman and the innkeeper. It's a very different place. It's kind of cool. Can I get in there? There is a piece of boat dangling there in the water. As a squeaky shop music, it does. Okay, so whatever the guy is doing there, we're not invited. I know what he's doing. He's tanking the frame rate. Yeah, damn good job with that as well. If you want weapons or ammunition, this is the place. Come inside. Yeah, I want to ride on a Fuso truck? That would be impossible. Ever since the Fuso lane opened here, half of the Fuso trucks were manned. Nowadays, humans aren't even allowed to go on the Fuso lane. Well, sorry, there's no test firing in this store, because we're living in a dangerous world. Okay, I need to open the manual here to look at these items. A second. Manual, no. Nope. Spread the pages. I'm just scrolling down, okay. Now if I look at my equipment, I have a recoilless gun. And Homemade has arm claws. Welcome. Weapons. Recoilless gun. Assault rifle, cannon, arm claws. No, there's nothing new here. You haven't hit a level where they upgrade the shops. Although I could get super gloves for other people. Equipment, 10 rand. Yeah, super gloves instead of the ring for you. I mean, what does the protect boots do? It's 8 defense, the electromagnetic ring. You probably can't because I already have one. Wait. It's 10, so we replace the boots with the super gloves. What about Homemade? Already has the super gloves. Okay, we buy one super gloves, 14 rand. Old man doesn't deserve it. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. They're good defense. And now we sell some of that stuff. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. We have one extra headgear. I don't know. The ring I can sell, right? Back and then some interesting music. Yeah, this is the squeaky song we talk about. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. It's like someone is cleaning the counter with a with a piece of cloth, like just going squeaky, 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 squeaky. Here he comes again. It's way worse on the FM version. This is the good version of the song. Now I would still like to find the hotel. And she's stuck on the... Okay, she teleported. Are you a hotel? You've come to the right place. Back users of the visionary magazine Tong Randall, The Fan Road, have just gotten in. Look, it even has published artwork submitted by that Yakimaru dude, Koji Nakakita, what the hell? Yeah, that dude submitted Hobby Japan and model graphics as well. There also was a lesser-known magazine called Animal Spirit he submitted to. Nowadays, you can only get your hands on back issues. Print media has completely become antiquated. Oh, that's just very detailed dialogues, probably reference to stuff. This song. Frame rate. Slow down. This is story true. Big Platypus, are you also enjoying this song? You guys have weird taste. Mesmer, the administrative representative of the New Territories, is extremely handsome. However, he seems to be a womanizer who also binge drinks, so I guess he's not well suited to be a politician. Okay. Yeah, here comes Ophir. Look at his enjoyment. There might not be a hotel in here. Oh, this is probably it. Ah, you talk to the guy here and you go inside the tent. Are you staying the night? Yes. Take your time. Okay, I just need to find a save. I think there was one on the other floor. Yeah, I think I saved there. Come again now. Can I leave? Thank you. So like it looks very different, but it's still the same setup. On the lower level you have the town you can do your business in, and on the upper level is the entrance to the dungeon. Save right here. Not here, okay. Wait, is it here? It is. Well, I think it said lift on the other end. That's why I got confused, it didn't say lift here. Yeah, it does say lift here. Okay. Now, is there anything here other than the bridge? Oh, doesn't look like it. Right, no, don't go there. That's for the spinner. Alright, so the upside is literally just spinner bridge. Alright, dramatic sequence where we jump into a truck. Really? Are we jumping off from here? Yes. Yeah. Listen, these things can even drive up to 300 kilometers per hour, but in this vicinity they only go around 80. 80 kilometers per hour is still plenty fast enough. A very long truck. Yeah, they're like 2 wagons. I think we can handle that. Look at her face. We haven't seen it in a while. I wonder if there's another way. Stop whining. Prepare to man up, child. I'm a woman, you know. I don't care. Let's go. He jumped before the truck was down there. Oh, look at little tiny pixels. Splat. Oh, he locks the thing with his own blood. That's metal as fuck. The neural interface is connected, matching DNA information. Target individual is confirmed to be Akin Mesmer. Switching from biosign control to mother proxy mode. Consciousness conversion level 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Conversion completed. All Siva computer groups are under control of Mother. Switching from biosonic control to Mother proxy mode is completed. Siva network fully open. Initiating hacking of all external networks and transferring network viruses. Oh, all networks are being hacked? Holy shit, all of them? No biosign abnormalities. Now initiating a network dive. Are we going to cyberspace? Because for a cyberpunk game, there's been very little cyberspace. I think that's the first time actually. All of them. We're going to... The only solution is to hack all of the IPs that exist at the same time. That's the only way, chat. I mean, is there anything down here? Time to hack harder. Pulls out a second keyboard for the other hand. Yeah, we need to have those. You know those keyboards that musicians use? They have like two levels, so they set them up differently and they can switch between them. We need that for like computer keyboards, so you can do multiple hackings. Alt tabbing is for weaklings. I have half a mind to stream Hacknet sometime. It's a modern hacking game that I had a lot of fun with. But there is one part that is not streamable. There is one part... Oh, look at the little town down there. We're in the floating city. There is one part where you have to, quote-unquote, hack your own computer. The game literally crashes back to the desktop with a notepad open telling you what to do on your computer, on your actual computer, so you can resume the virtual machine interface. Like, it's a very good wall breaking the game does. It's from a crime investigation show where two hackers were racing each other until the good hacker started dual-wielding keyboards. You recall that? Yeah. I think out of all of those hacking video games, I think Hacknet is probably the best one. But I haven't played all of them. Don't play that game if you don't enjoy typing. You can do some stuff with the mouse, but it's way more fun if you do everything with the keyboard. Hacker Man! I've watched that movie. Is it still on Steam? I mean, Steam doesn't do movies anymore. Can't you just ask AI to hack for me? Hopefully not. It's hacking time. And I gotta take it up a notch. Oh, that's like a metal detector. A little terminal here. Can I use this terminal? I can save here. Amazing. I love save points just outside of dungeons. You have that poor game so confused. I would watch that stream. That game has some very tense segments in it, like it's very well crafted. I can't describe those without giving you spoilers, but the game is pretty cool. It does have some slightly repetitive parts, like slightly bit of padding, because otherwise the game might be too short, but it also has like way more stuff that you can do than what the game requires you to. So like there are different ways to beat the game. You can like think out of the box and like hack computers that are not necessarily part of the main story and find alternate routes. So like I said, it's well crafted. In the DLC, it's actually good. It's the best kind of DLC. It's kind of like an expansion pack because it's a separate setup, a whole separate story with different systems. And it's very good and very fair for the price and length. It's an expansion pack, which is a good kind of DLC. Okay, now this is the actual dungeon. I'm following the right wall. Oh, is that a Robocop thingy? What's up with you, newbies? Weren't you provided with hazmat suits to work in? Well, it's all fun. When the time comes, you need these babies. It will be the end for you anyways. This gear is just for the purpose of making you feel at ease. Freaking noobs. Don't even have hazmat suits. Now, when I want to talk to them, they run away. We, the general operations personnel, are not permitted to go 2 levels deeper than this. Since there is a lift, we could physically go there if we wanted to. No one who's gone down there has ever come back, though. This will probably get a few eye rolls. Have I ever thought of the Metal Gear Solid retrospective or marathon? Nah. On my own time, sure, but I don't think those are interesting for a retrospective on stream. Like, half the games are too modern, and most people who... like, everyone knows about those games. Like, if you do like a Sonic retrospective, you have a lot of weird shit that people haven't seen. And it gets interesting. If you do a Looney Tunes retrospective, it's a truckload of games that no one has ever seen. Metal Gear is just like... might as well do a Doom retrospective. You know, that's how I feel. Had fun, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I want the retrospectives to be more interesting than just me playing the games. Also did Revengeance. I think the only one that I did so far was the original one on the MSX. I did try playing the Metal Gear Solid remake on the GameCube a long time ago. I didn't make it very far. The thing is, like, those are like stealth games. I'm not usually a fan. That's a me problem, of course. You would watch a Doom retrospective, but it's all the same. Or B2. I mean, it's not all the same, but I don't know. Don't do that. I don't know, man. I don't think I would. Games are too similar. It's like half of the retrospective, more than half of the retrospective, would just be the same game with different map packs. To be fair, probably you'll probably play along with it. But I don't think those would be interesting. If you do a retrospective, in all fairness, the way a retrospective should work, in my opinion, for my channel at least, is that you have to have good games in there to justify it, but you need to have some other jank in there that you only ever decide to play because it's part of the retrospective. So the Looney Tunes retrospective was a good example of that. The Wolf 3D retrospective was a good example of that. All of the retrospectives I did, I think, fit those criteria. So if you play like something like Sonic, okay, here's a few classics everyone has seen. There's some absolutely jacked shit in the middle. So that's how I usually look at retrospectives. It has to be... The fuck? It needs to have some weirdness in it, and something good as well, and some curiosity, and like looking at the progression and Chex Quest. I did play that game. Well, like for example, I'm playing through some Megami Tensei games on stream. That's not a retrospective. I wouldn't call it a retrospective. They're just good games that I'm gonna play through anyway. Part of me wishes I was already streaming when I started playing the first 2 Megami Tensei games. Those are very good stream games, in my humble opinion. I think I played Chex Quest as a viewer request from Save and Raid. Yeah, I don't think I chose it by my... Oh yeah, Shulang Chi dies, I forgot. He's very low level. Kilia's Messenger. Kilia's Messenger. Okay, that's reasonable damage. It's kind of low, but then again his level is low. I bet his staff skill is kind of shit as well. Actually, I should take a look just out of curiosity. She attacked twice in a row, that's how much agility she has. I mean, I should use him for healing. He bugs. He's healing bugs. He can soft lock us. You guys saw that little box? I forgot. Like, if you try to escape from that, it locks the game up. You have to reload. This guy's bugged. I have to be careful. Street Fighter qualified for retrospective. It would, under those arguments that I've made, but all the games are the same. They're all fighting games. Yeah, the movie, the game. But they're all fighting games. It would be very one-tone. Which is why I wouldn't do that. Even a Mortal Kombat retrospective would be more interesting. Because it has those weird mythologies games. Like, yeah, like, the reason I wouldn't do a Street Fighter retrospective is just because I would look at, like, okay, Mortal Kombat makes more sense, I would do that instead. And even that is not something, because there are too many games with the same genre. I know Wolf 3D was weird in that regard, but we did have a dungeon crawler RPG in there. And we had those corridor number, I forgot the number, and Operation Body Count. Those games are like very weird. Sub-Zero Mythology and Shaolin Monks, yeah. And then you have some of those. I know Street Fighter also has 3D fighting games, but not like the Mortal Kombat ones where you have like 3D navigation and weird weapons and shit. Further 7. Yeah, I couldn't remember the number. I was gonna look at the skills. Like, I'm not making too much of a... Oh, he has 96 for staff skill. Not making too much of a mystery for potential retrospectives. Doom RPG. I did stream Doom RPG. I have to get to Wolfenstein RPG, and it's a shame there are some games in that one particular kind of franchise that are not emulated yet. Not fully with sound. Like Orcs and Elves or some name like that, I forgot now. But retrospectives I'm looking at, I want to do an Asterix retrospective. I want to do, and this would be so much fun, I want to do an Inspector Gadget retrospective. Do you guys remember Inspector Gadget? I fucking loved it as a kid. And I played this SNES game that I got to the final boss, I'm pretty sure I didn't beat it. It was a fun game, I wanted to get back to that. Warcraft, no. Asterix would be a lot of fun. There are a lot of Master System games that I played with Asterix. I freaking loved the cartoons as well. Great cartoon, it is. I want to do maybe a Sonic retrospective, but that one requires a lot of planning. Floor B3. I wanted to do a Bubsy retrospective. Believe it or not, I like the SNES game. I know. I have a few others written down, right? Yes. Let me write that down, like Sonic. I mentioned Asterix. And I've mentioned Inspector Gadget. There is one that would be early jacked and fascinating. It would be very long and would have a lot of complicated stuff. Jurassic Park retrospective would be fun. Inspector Bugiganga. You know, there were 2 releases of that cartoon down here. And one of them was Inspector Gadget and the other was Inspector Bugiganga. Like, they didn't get it consistent. I don't know if it was 2 different releases or if they just changed names midway through. I was too young to remember. There's some very janky. There are some 3D ones. I think there is a 3D one on the PS2. There is also one for the retrospective for those Shinobi/Shadow Dancer games that I might want to look into. Although that one will be like just way too hard of a game after too hard of a game. There's nothing here. Oh, we can go down. Shinobi, or it would be fascinating, wouldn't it? Like that franchise, Shinobi/Shadow Dancer, has got some very good games on the Master System that I fucking loved. Very solid, very practice makes perfect kind of games. You see, a lot of those retrospectives, including the Sonic one, they have a linking thread between them, which is my love of the Master System. Oh, I have to go up. Maybe it's a different elevator that I have to take then. So keep following the right wall. Zyklon the Shinobi. Zyklon is a very jacked Shinobi clone. It's not a Shinobi clone, but it can be used to describe it. And I do, in all honesty, think that if you can beat Zyklon, you can beat Shinobi games. Might just take a few months, but you can do it. I might do like... I didn't do a Quintet retrospective, but I played almost all of their games on stream. I could do a developer-themed retrospective as well. As long as it's not fucking Ocean. I fucking hate Ocean. I don't care what Macaw says. Fuck Ocean. And US Gold. But Ocean in particular. Like, I told you guys, like, whenever I was a very dumb kid, like, I would rent a game, I would look at the cover art, I wouldn't look at the little details. So when I got home and it said, like, Konami on the intro, it didn't say it didn't have voice back then. I would be like, okay, this is a good game, it has that, I didn't even remember, like, Konami, but I remember that at the intro. I was like, okay, that's gonna be a good game, I'm gonna have fun. Careful with the blocking. Same thing for Capcom. You rent a game and it's Capcom, and I'm like, good, this is gonna be a good game. But when I rented a game and I turn it on and it says Ocean, oh fuck, I wasted my weekend renting this garbage. Lucasfilm Games, LucasArts. Those games are amazing, but I would fall asleep so many times because adventure games put me to sleep as much as I like them. I tried to start Wing Commander retrospective. The first game controls like a 3-wheeled car trapped in mud. I want to play, I loved it as a kid. I never seen anyone bring the game up. I want to play Squad Commander. I never played a Wing Commander game, but I played so much Squad Commander as a kid. I wanted to see, if December had gone for longer, I wanted to play the F-15 games. I loved those as a kid. And Commander controls are not great. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out eventually. I played Sand Warriors. Strike Commander. Yeah, Sakura, I think it's Strike Commander. I can never... That game is a game that I can never remember the proper name of. But I Strike Commander. I still have the joystick that I played it with. I don't know if it still works. It was very cheap. Yeah, airplanes. Airplanes, and you had a team, and you managed your team. You gave them orders, and you would talk to them with very good pixel art on the hangar between missions. I had it considered for December. I love that game. Like the character portraits, like I have, it's just faint, disconnected memories. I remember loving it. I played a lot of flight combat sims as a kid. Anyone here play Chuck Yeager's whatever the fuck? I love Chuck Yeager's whatever the fuck, I don't remember the full name. That is straight Commander. Yeah, no, we're not playing gay commanders in here. Only straight commanders. Hello there, Mystic Therish. Greetings from Sunday midday. Oh, it is already tomorrow where you live. Can you tell me the Lotto results? You recall it, alright. Yeah, I played that game. I played Flight Unlimited. It was like the first game where they took like photographs, like satellite photos, and then they just blasted it on top of some lousy polygons. And it worked amazingly well. It was for DOS. And he had those glider planes that you have to like worry about the wind to stay afloat. The manual, I remember going back home renting that game, and when I rented, I got the manual with it. And the manual explained to you how an airplane works. And it said like, if you're going home, if you're in a car, you can pull down the window and you can put your hand outside and you can like incline your hand. And it had like drawings of the wing profile. And you can feel the fact that it's trying to push your hand up. And as I'm reading that, my dad is driving me home from the rental place, and I do exactly that. Like, I was so fucking immersed in the manual experience. That shit doesn't happen anymore. Manuals. Ever got into the Mech Warrior? Nope. Never played a single one. Closest mech experience I had was Operation Cyberstorm. I love that game. I still want to stream it because I'm pretty sure I didn't beat it as a kid. It was like a tactics style game. I don't know if it can be beaten. Like when I was a kid, I remember playing it until my dude started getting too old. And I didn't know how to finish the game, so I just dropped it. Because I kept doing missions and never ended. I don't know if it can be beaten. I was probably just a dumb kid that couldn't read English properly. I want to play the game again. I am in the world of tomorrow. You heard the name. Yeah, it was some guy that flew planes, I suppose. I don't care. That's been in the back of your mind. Closest thing ever played to a mech game was Zone of the Enders too. And not even that I've played. I want to play that modern game, what is it called? Phantom Brigade? I think that's XCOM with mechs? Or am I thinking of something else? Play Mech Warrior 5 co-op with colleagues from Mystic Theology College. I never played Mech Warrior prior to 5. Do you guys pray your shots land or something? And does it work? That's the important thing. You need to do some research. You guys get better luck than non-theologists. Are you favored by the gods on the RNG? Should I convert? If I convert, do I do better at XCOM? Which Yes, that's a very good one, Jankito. You should check it in the expansion, Deep in Sugarwoods. You see how that one is. I heard good things about it. Just have fun, specialized in long-range missiles. Alright. That and Mech Assault. Mech Assault. Assaulted Mech. Yes. I'm not going in... Did I go back up? No. No, these enemies are for this level. We did not go back down, back up. So I need to go back to the right to keep my system. Neck of Salt, Vampire's worst nightmare, provided garlic salt. Yeah. Too seasoned. I don't like it. Someone asks Zofar, what are you doing on this neck of the woods? And he's like, pouring salt, what? And the guy's like, what? Just can't even progress the conversation from there. This might be boss territory. Yeah, it's just the other guy that bugs the healing. But I'm gonna fully heal everyone. Why would Zolfer be pouring salt on his crotch? Because he's in the neck of the woods. I don't know, I don't make the rules. What is this? I thought it was gonna be boss. There's a save thing! Look at these guys! What are they called? Kilia's Dweller. Forbidden Words. This is the Chinese myth part of the game. 1000 experience. Very civilized that they have save spots down here. They haven't done that in a while. I think there was a dungeon with saves inside, but that was a long time ago. Okay, but answering your question, Zolfer is probably pouring salt on his crotch to keep the vampires away. I remember we had a joke down here in Brazil back during the days of the Twilight movies. And this is a very crass joke, please cover your ears if you're underage. Where people would say, I liked vampires when they suck at blood instead of dick. Only the vampire was look at you kind of sly. Yeah, flip. And then you said I'm not... I have a girlfriend already. And she wasn't bothered. You don't want your blood sucked from that. Yeah. Must be painful. Who would want to do that? Like, if you're a vampire, would you get that blood that way, or would you rather go hungry? I would be like, dude, I'm good. Not only did I hit the microphone, I misadjusted it. Shit. Now I have to fix it. There. Sorry. 600 damage one-shotting this thing. I mean, even 300 is one-shotting, so whatever. These things are easy to kill and they give you a lot of experience. Kind of surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if a horror movie would have depicted that at some stage. I'm sure there's a bunch of Japanese movies where that is the thing. At least implied. Don't even think it has to be Japanese. No, it's just because I'm thinking of the sheer amount of movies that probably have that. I'm sure Japanese has the rest of the world beaten 3-1 on that particular theme. Straight to the Japanese. They like awesome stuff, what can I say? Like, I think we can all agree that a movie where there is a vampire that has that particular thing would be a lot of fun to watch. And people in other countries would be like, no, that's inappropriate. Like, no, we should do something serious instead. The Japanese wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, and then we can have a scene where it's like a It's supposed to be a gangbang, but it's actually a feast for the vampire or some shit. I don't know. I'm sure the Japanese will come up with much better than ideas than whatever I can come up with. That you're not hurting the creativity department. But no, it's if it is like a Western dude making a movie, they have to play it safe. Think of the investors. To this day, I have not watched, I think the original name of that movie is Human Centipede. And I still don't think I want to watch it. As jacked as the idea is, I don't think I would enjoy watching that. Somewhere like Belmont would live if we were Western, yes. How the hell does autocorrect go for we were? Is that a word? I'm sure it is. No, it's not. That one was all you. Okay. Shoot, you're beating the autocorrect. Its own game. Okay, this might be boss fight. So let me get all topped up. And you can tell from the music. Nope. Not yet. New enemies. So much enemy variety. They haven't repeated a single enemy the entire game. Not a recolor inside, not a palette swap. No smaller, bigger version. Every enemy is unique. And themed to the specific region. Like this has like water enemies because there is water down here. Fixing food after clocking out. Alright. Hope you have a good meal. Someone has to. What was that thing called? Hideous Bastard. It's very good for a JRPG. Yeah, it is. I did mention that, you know, the MSX doesn't have doesn't have hardware scrolling, doesn't have hardware sprite flipping, and I wonder if it doesn't have like good support for palette swapping, so they decided to just go ham. And all the enemies is not like just a simple sprite, they all have fancy animations and more than one attack animation. Some of the perks of working in a restaurant. The important thing when you have that kind of work, I'm sure you know this way better than I do, is to make sure that you're still eating healthily. I'm sure that at a restaurant, if you're not careful, you can just overindulge. Just eat shit all the time. Because you're at a restaurant, you can eat like a proper balanced meal. And I think that's like something one has to be careful about. I would imagine. I mean, depending on the restaurant, you are not able to do that though. If you work at a pizza shop, every dish is gonna be jacked. I mean, if you worked at a pizza restaurant, you could maybe make a dish for yourself using only toppings. And then you could have some greens and some lean meat, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. Yeah, that's what I would do if I worked at a place like that. You're decently healthy. You also run a lot of what you eat off here. And that's a good approach, of course. It's not for everyone. Although this year I might end up finally starting to exercise. I just really wanted to get my target weight before I started exercising. There's other things I would like to do as well, but some of those are more complicated. At some point I was like 3 pounds away from my target, but then Christmas happened. And then this week I went to an all-you-can-eat Mexican restaurant where you can eat as much guacamole and chili con carne as you want. You can order 100,000 tacos. I literally ordered for myself. After I was done eating, as dessert, I ordered 4 dulce de leche and banana burritos, and they were phenomenal. But good lord, it did a number on my diet. Still trying to recover from that. It's like you eat like a monster on one day and then you go hungry the rest of the week to try and make up for it. And they also had, on top of that, they also had this like mini churros. I want to go back there. It's a good thing that it's kind of expensive, so we only go there like twice a year maybe. Because it's literally all you can eat. And man, they have some fucking good quesadillas and they have a very good cheddar sauce. It's the best cheddar I've ever had. I actually like it. I'm usually not a fan of cheddar. Then we just put cheddar on the quesadillas and go to town. Man, and the chili con carne, they instead... The sauces usually come in these small dishes. The chili con carne comes in a medium-sized bowl. You can just grab a spoon and go to town. And they have some sweet chili that's really fucking spicy. And despite being a Mexican place, by default their stuff doesn't have spice. You can order it with spice, but by default it doesn't have it, so anyone can enjoy. They actually did it precisely for that reason. I would talk to them and they explained that a lot of people don't try Mexican, but they think, oh, it's too spicy, I can't have it. So they default to no spice. Which might feel wrong, but it makes a lot of sense. You had 15,000 steps today, despite mostly staying your main job. That helps with staying healthy, I'm sure. Boss? No, not yet. Boss? I won't let you use my mandala system. Motian Wang, I've come too far. Oh, this guy's also rebelling. Man, the politics with the 8 legions are all out of whack. It's not to us he's talking about, and he's like deeply immersed into cyberspace. Most of those were almost a running pace. Amazing. You're on top of your cardio. You must have some killer glutes, my dude. Something happening? Am I supposed to try and control the guy? No, that's not it, right? No, something is happening, okay. He's teleporting inside the town orb. In cyberspace. Do we just approach him outside and just stab him while he's stuck inside here? Still have your football soccer legs. Look at this! Network connection completed. The mandala system can be activated at any time. Look at how exquisite this looks. Because, you know, he's inside cyberspace so they can do whatever. And they opted for this, I like them. Finally, the day has come that I become Tian, which means heaven. Hello there, Mac. Welcome in, my friend. Huh? What happened? I think Mo Wang. I don't remember the guy's name. He's probably gonna interfere. Yep, Mo Wang. Good job, Mesmer. Mo Wang! The main character is Heaven? No. No, he's Tian. Tian? Oh, he is Tian! Does that mean Heaven? Is that relevant for the plot? Because I think he's important in a way because the manual states that he lost his memory or whatever. How are you in here? I said I'd be present at the final sequence. Did you forget I said that? Fuck! I think that's the first F-bomb. I'll be the one who activates the system. Since we lost the priestess and cannot build the chi channels anymore through the rituals, there's no way to attain the power of Tian, except with this mandala system. You think you can make me hand over control? Troll. Deflected. You think you can defeat me with that tiny bit of power of yours? Did he flee? Antibody program initiated, carrying out the forced elimination of the designated individual Mo Tianwang. Especially the lost leader of the 8 legions. Maybe. Oh shit! My consciousness transfer spell is beginning to unravel. Oh well, at best he's clutching at straws. His final straws. He's running out of straws. Is that a problem? No more straws for you. And now he's coming back here. His blood is still on the pedestal. Ha ha ha, Mo Tianwang. Yeah, that's right. You can't make me do what you want anymore, you bastard. Hey, Tian Mesmer! Oh no, what are you doing here? They're both called Tian. This is ridiculous! How did you all get here? This place should be secure. Yama, what has happened to her? Good you pulled enough from cups today. I mean, tips? Hey, big... yeah. I don't know why I read that. Where have you taken Mei Hong? Mei Hong? The woman is in Yama's hands. Is she supposed to be here? What do you mean by that? Oh, Strauss. Ah, now I see. I was too naive to trust her. Yaman was just a woman like any other after all. He is a womanizer. We were told that. Very well, lady and gentlemen, I will show you the full extent of my power. You underestimate my power. That's my Anakin impression. Nice background. Okay, turn dog wolf. Chip. Attack with a recoilless gun. Blam. And she's so fast, she's already attacking again. Good. I need to write down these health values so I can do proper healing. They are at maximum right now. Alright. Claws attack! It's defending. I don't care. Claws attack! Boss music. Yeah, no, the music in this game is amazing. Even the squeaky song kind of gets to you eventually. And you can listen to this game's music in two ways. It supports FM and MIDI. And they're both awesome in different ways. Some songs are different. I plan on alternating each stream, which one I use. The last stream we switched it to FM, it was quite good. You're still taking damage, dude. Oh, that was pretty bad. Okay, that's horrible. I need to heal Shulao Shi right away with a big heal. Is this 50, 100, 150? I can do 150 on him. Well, 300, but it's as expensive as 50, so that makes it very worth it to use. Interesting. We have plenty of mana. Alright, Zofia, have a safe trip. So we want to heal Tinran for 100, so this one. No, 42 is fine. $25 is nothing. I want a small heal. No, a large heal on Homei, please. I don't think I need to do any healing for now. Homei is so fast. Shulao, she needs 100 healing. $100 or 300? 100 is fine. I missed. Like I said, I think we're still a bit OP after the second or third boss. We kind of got OP. Taking refuge from the midday heat in an air-conditioned Starbucks. You found a Starbucks down there. I'm sorry, friend. You deserve better. We don't have those. Can I wait? I probably better not to risk it. How could he miss? He was 3 pixels in front of you. Yeah. That's called incompetence. I healed the wrong person. It's whatever. She attacked twice in a row. She's so fast. Yama, why did you abandon me? Okay, he's phasing. Starbucks is near the resort because of the history of Dutch colonialism. Starbucks in Bali has stroop waffles. Oh, are stroop waffles like those round wafer things with honey in the middle that you're supposed to put on top of your tea? And then it gets very gooey inside. People here hate those. I love them. Freaking love that thing. It's so crunchy and dense. They're like cookie waffles. Yeah, I think I know what it is. I freaking love them. Okay. I need a big heal on myself. Eventually, she should do a medium heal on himself. But we down here in Brazil, it's funny because Starbucks does have brand recognition just because of like American culture is spreading. But they don't open coffee shops down here because they would be left out of business. Because they're expensive and not gonna be better than what we already have. So instead they use their brand to sell like coffee, you know, ready-made coffee capsules for coffee makers. So you can buy Starbucks branded coffee, but no actual Starbucks. Which influence is spread so far is insane. Yeah, we learned all of that during High Seas Trader. Historically accurate game. Oh no, this is not the guy I want to heal with. Easy. Gun to the face. You got a monopoly on coffee. I'll have to do something right. Man, ever since I got my new coffee grinder, my French press coffee is so fucking good. Even my wife is drinking with no sugar. Zero bitterness. I think it's perfect. It's funny that Java is an island in Indonesia where the Dutch grew coffee plantations. The Dutch. I know about Java, I know the coffee there. I didn't know it was the Dutch. But as we had those jokes, right? The Dutch this, the Dutch that. The Dutch everything, yes. Yama! Does skeletonification immediately into the statue. This is water. Right. Let me write it down elsewhere. I ran out of wait. Oh, I'm going the wrong way on my notebook. Never mind. I thought I ran out of space on my notebook. No, I was going... Because I'm playing 2 games, one I write on my notebook from beginning to... From left to right, and the other is right to left. So I have the middle of the book open. Okay, let me write down elsewhere the Daza statues we got so far. We got wind, wood. It hasn't been relevant for anything, but still. Earth, lightning, steel, and now water. 1, 2, 3, 6. We got 6 out of 8 Daza stones. We haven't had fire. That's it. So we have 2 more. One is fire. I have no idea what the other one is gonna be. Same with the Portuguese. You're so focused on the history of the British colonies, I forget how influential the Dutch and Portuguese were. Portuguese made it pretty far, yeah. How many folks in there have names like Da Silva and De Mello? Yes. And go Grinder. How's it going, friend? We got another desert statue. Toshi, what's this? That's the Tianlong Cup, Divine Dragon's Cup. The Tianlong Cup, what is it for? It's for a long drink. Might this be karma even? What's the Tianlong Cup? I haven't seen his face in a while. Wait. It's raining! Oh, thank God, man. It's been 40 Celsius over here. We've been promised rain for the entire week. It's finally raining. Is that why I'm dropping frames right now? How'd the boss go? Easy! Boss was trivial. I haven't seen his face in a while. Is this like revelation, like exposition segment? Is this related to his past? He has a very powerful hair. Bless the rains, indeed. The Tianlong Cup, Divine Dragon's Cup, the Tianmo Sword, and the Tianmeng Mirror. Those 3 are called the 3 holy vessels which shield the Daza. Okay, so we need... Tianmo Sword and Tianmeng Mirror. We need a cup, a sword, and a mirror. We got the cup. We have a massive monsoon rains there. Thankfully it stormed heavily this morning. It's not raining now. So have your umbrella. I think we're actually getting a bit of flooding in some regions around my town, but down here specifically has been very dry, which means it's been very, very warm. The Daza statues are only temporary substitutes for their elemental powers. These 3 holy vessels, on the other hand, are said to be the true keys of the seal to all elemental powers. For that reason, every one of them has been hidden in a different place. 3 holy vessels to seal the Daza. Tianran, as of now, you've made 6 elemental powers your own. Wind, wood, earth, lightning, steel, and water. Therefore, the Tianlong Cup has entrusted itself to you. When all 3 holy vessels are gathered, that's the moment you'll obtain the true power of Tian. Ren. Minus 8 Celsius over there. I envy you, my friend. Enjoy while you can. Remember this well, never let yourself be so absorbed in your power that you lose sight of yourself. That's what the mirror is for, so we can look at ourselves, got it. Sadly, it seems Miss Mei Hong isn't here after all. Maybe she's at Yu Qing Ming Wan Yama's place. Maybe. I wonder if something happened with Teen Yama and Mesmer. Probably. It just means the 8 legions are nothing more than uncivilized people. Yes, lots of infighting. That's why we can't hand over the power of Tian to those guys. Or it's cold but bearable. I wouldn't know, like, I haven't ever been in negative... I think I've been to -1. Maybe -2. Never that far down. I certainly haven't been to negative at my current weight. I might die. Like this summer, like it's very warm, but it's very bearable now that I'm lightweight. Wait, did I miss the exit? Yeah, the exit is here. Only being negative Celsius weather once during snowboarding trip with some workmates. Yeah, I'm sure you were like very well suited for the cold. Good night. Colin and I be quick about it. You also left the headlights on during the trip, so you were stranded up. Good going. I don't think I haven't made that mistake, but this one time we had like some very complicated happenings in life and I didn't drive the car for a week and the battery just charged. Freaking combustion cars. I don't miss them. EVs, I can just plug it in the power outlet and we're good to go. Does this man ever use his bed? His bed is right here. His bed is right here. He refuses to use it. -3 Celsius, holy shit. That sounds very cold. Alright, chat, I have been awake for 19 hours after sleeping for 3. So I'm surprised I'm not worse off for wear right now. I'm not yawning and everything, but I'm very tired and I do need to get some early sleep to try and recover. Alright, so we made a lot of progress. We got like 2 Daza statues, we got a bunch of levels, had a lot of fun, made a lot of progress, but I'll have to have it a short stream. I did consider not streaming today, but I really wanted to. So it worked out, but I have to cut it short a little bit. So I'm gonna stop the timer here. I said I'm gonna stop the timer. It did. It was delayed. 22 hours, 40 minutes, and we'll come back to this game next week.